But the next fight, we turn our attention to the lightweight division. We could see another repeat champion. Natan Schulte is actually unbeaten in his last 9 fights, including last year's title bout. His opponent, the number 7 seed, is a heavy underdog. Loik Radzhabov wants that crown badly. There he is, Loik Radzhabov, Jaguar Paw, as they call him. He's the first fighter in the PFL to represent Tajikistan. And actually, professional MMA is currently banned in his home nation. With a win tonight in his title fight, Radzhabov actually hopes to change that. That is the ambassador to the United Nations of Tajikistan right there. There's the returning champion on a mission of his own. In 2017, Natan Schulte could barely make ends meet after he moved to the United States. He then lost his US debut. A year later, he entered the PFL, and since then, he's changed the entire path of his career and his life.
Natan Schulte submits Jason Hyde. This is just a street brawl in Long Beach.
É que nem o treinador meu fala que o lutador vive de dúvida, vive de desafios, né? Então eu acredito que todo mundo olhava para mim como um underdog e que não fosse nem chegar nem talvez nos playoffs, e eu acabei mostrando luta após luta que o meu valor, que eu era um lutador que...
He made it through the playoffs and into the championship. Just 5 fights after suffering his last loss, Schulte was fighting for a world title and $1 million. His American dream there for the taking.
Eu acho que foi talvez um reconhecimento de todo o trabalho que eu tive desde criança, né? Desde adolescente que eu comecei a treinar, e todo aquele esforço desde quando eu comecei valeu a pena naquele momento, vendo que todo aquele caminho que eu fiz para trás, que foi um caminho doloroso e difícil, valeu a pena naquele momento.
New PFL Lightweight Champion of the World, Natan Schulte!
Eu me lembro que há muito tempo atrás, eu antes de vir para os Estados Unidos e chegar na América Top Team, eu queria algum jeito de treinar aqui, de treinar na América Top Team. Eu sonhava com isso, eu sonhava de eu estar treinando. E hoje chegar lá na academia e ver que eu tenho uma foto, um cinturão estampado lá, é uma coisa para mim que eu sonhava muito em só poder estar aqui treinando. E foi quão difícil foi, eu consegui chegar aqui. Hoje eu tenho um cinturão na academia e uma foto lá estampada na Galeria dos Campeões.
Tonight, less than 2 years after coming to America, Natan Schulte looks to run his U.S. unbeaten streak to 10 while claiming his 2nd consecutive world title. Should he pull it off, it truly would be an amazing accomplishment. So Natan Schulte looking to repeat as champion, looking to continue an unbeaten streak. There's a guy who knows a little something about both. Former heavyweight world champion. He had a couple unbeaten streaks of his own.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson in the house at Madison Square Garden at the Hulu Theater. Lightweight action next. But first, lightweights. There's the 7th seed, Loik Radzhabov, the lone representative on our roster from the nation of Tajikistan, and there are a lot of flags from Tajikistan in the crowd tonight. Proud representative, and this fight carries a lot of weight for him.
Absolutely. You talk about making history. Here's a guy who gets a chance to potentially see the sport approved in his country if he does well here this evening.
There's Natan Schulte, Season 1 lightweight champion, unbeaten in his last 9 fights, including, of course, that championship tilt a year ago against Rashid Magomedov. That was a close fight. Loik Radzhabov and his camp talked about things they could learn from that. We will see how it plays out over 5 5-minute rounds between Natan Schulte and Loik Radzhabov. Slight leg reach advantage in favor of the Brazilian. Both of these relatively young men. Natan Schulte only 27 years of age. Loik Radzhabov still shy of 30 himself. Natan Schulte is 2 inches tall. Lillian Garcia gets our third of 6 title fights started.
Championship action continues right now with the lightweight title fight. This is brought to you by SeatGeek, where you can score the best deals on tickets. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a wrestler, standing at 5'8", weighing in officially at 155 pounds. In 15 professional bouts, he has a record of 13 victories, 1 defeat, and 1 draw, with 10 wins by stoppage. He is the number 7 seed, fighting out of Dushanbe, Tajikistan. Here is Loik Radzhabov. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He specializes in judo, standing at 5'10", officially weighing in at 154 pounds. In 23 professional bouts, he has a record of 19 victories, 3 defeats, and 1 draw. He is the number 1 seed and was last year's PFL Lightweight Champion, fighting out of Joinville, Brazil. Here is Natan Schulte. Your referee in charge, Mike Beltran.
Mike Beltran equipped with our Manscaped referee cam there in case he needs to take us inside the action. Natan Schulte, season 1 champion in the red shorts. Loik Radzhabov representing Tajikistan in the silver. Number 1 seed versus number 7 here. 5 5-minute rounds at 155 pounds. Leg kick misses there for Natan Schulte. Low leg kick there. Immediately, Radzhabov gets to work, digs into the body. And we saw this all season long from Loik Radzhabov, Randy. He strides forward regardless of his own safety and engages in these big, heavy striking battles.
Amazing, and it's the first time we've seen Schulte all season long back up. He normally is the guy that's pushing that pressure and coming forward.
Radzhabov, heavy leather early here. Not even 1 minute gone in this lightweight bout. The third of 6 title fights at Madison Square Garden's Hulu Theater tonight. Front kick attempts there from Natan Schulte.
For the judo, we get into that clinch situation. Schulte has got amazing judoka. He will find a way to dump you on the mat.
A poking leg kick there from the rear leg of Natan Schulte. The left hand from Loik Radzhabov. Nice heavy leg kick there, lands on the lead leg of Schulte.
You can hear the Tajikistan crowd chanting, Loik, Loik.
His manager compared what Loik could be in Tajikistan to what Khabib Nurmagomedov is in Dagestan and Russia. Never before has a major world-class athlete come out of that small nation. He could be the first. Uppercut just misses there for Loik Radzhabov. Take a look inside.
Don't let it go. Defend. Yep, that's it. Move yourself. Move your head. Fake it. Fake it. Close yourself. Yep, that's it. Beautiful block. That's it. Hit him low. Yeah, that's it. Movement. That's it. Knees.
Natan Schulte did note in our fighter meetings that he expects this year's performance to be even better than his championship bout last year because there was a conflict of interest. Big,
that was a big right
punch
hook.
there.
Big right hook by Natan Schulte. Sorry to interrupt you there, Sean.
That's much more important. Loik appears to have recovered somewhat, but scary moment there. Stung was Loik Radzhabov. And now Schulte drags the Tajikistan representative to the mat. We've seen him here working on top quite a bit this year. As I was saying, Randy, Natan Schulte, there was a bit of an inter-gym conflict because he and Rashid Magomedov both trained with the American Top Team, so they kind of had to split camps and split coaches last year in the finals. Well, this year his corner, and we of course looked inside of his corner, has everybody he needs. Nice underhook there for Loik
Choke attempt.
Radzhabov.
Looked like he was going to settle into a choke attempt there.
Every time Loik Radzhabov sits up, Natan Schulte goes to hang on the head.
Scramble by Radzhabov.
Radzhabov right back to his feet and immediately goes to work. Got to be careful of these clinches with the judo expert. Confidence building here for Natan Schulte after he clipped Loik Radzhabov. Big left hand followed with a right from Radzhabov. More low leg kicks from Schulte. Frenetic pace here early in the first round.
Amazing gas tanks by both these guys. No slowing down. Ooh, big right hand by Loik Radzhabov.
That calf kick is very in style right now in the sport of mixed martial arts. And the reason is because it's effective.
It hurts.
Radzhabov asking for his mouthpiece to be replaced there. Gets a quick timeout. Nice jab from Radzhabov. Another, and a right hand to follow it. Partially blocked by Schulte. That shovel uppercut coming from Loik Radzhabov. Leg kick from Radzhabov. Right hand sneaks over the guard of Natan Schulte. Loik Radzhabov pouring on the volume here late in round one. 30 seconds remain in the first frame. Heavy exchanges already. Nice shovel uppercut again from Radzhabov. The front kick just misses. A nice jab again. 5 seconds remain. Round two when we return. Schulte closes it out with a big punch.
So as we see these two Mack trucks coming together, as Natan Schulte puts it, Radzhabov reaches his hands out. Schulte comes over with the right hook right on the jaw and stuns Loik Radzhabov.
That was the biggest punch of round one, and what a round it was. A couple of bad boys squaring off for the 155-pound title. The new movie Bad Boys for Life, starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, in theaters January 17th. Right back to the action we go. Loik Radzhabov in the silver trunks, Natan Schulte in the red, looking to repeat as champion. Radzhabov chasing Natan Schulte around. One thing about Loik Radzhabov, Randy, every single time he is within striking range, he's throwing something.
Absolutely letting him go. And we've been seeing Natan Schulte for 9 fights now. I've never seen him back up like this. Radzhabov just wades through him and keeps throwing bombs.
As somebody who was pretty dependent on a forward fighting style, I can tell you it gets very uncomfortable when somebody forces you out of that comfort zone.
There's a shot, nice shot by Schulte.
Schulte ducks all the way under, all the way around, and ends up on top. Loik Radzhabov with an underhook here. He gives up his back, but shrugs out of it. Close to an elbow there from Loik Radzhabov. Right back to work. Two left hands land, and a right.
Radzhabov just chopping Natan Schulte down. Will not let him have some space.
Loik Radzhabov may be building some momentum as Natan Schulte looks to clinch here. Nice strong inside leg kick there from Schulte. But Radzhabov constantly keeping punches in the defending champion's face.
Tajikistan ambassador to the UN watching intently as his countryman is a good showing for himself here.
Successful takedown there for Natan Schulte. A brief reprieve from the pressure here of Loik Radzhabov.
Nice scramble by Radzhabov, used his legs effectively to sweep Natan Schulte over.
Randy, Natan Schulte led the Professional Fighters League in takedowns for the second consecutive year. He's going to be seeking more of those as he continues to wear punishment. That one to the body as Radzhabov digs, and a left hook lands over the top.
Big knee.
Punishing pace here. Halfway through round number two.
Wow,
big uppercut from Loik Radzhabov. Another from Radzhabov, and another. Natan Schulte wears all of them and answers with a shot to the body of his own. Radzhabov shrugs off the 2018 champ and goes right back to work.
Radzhabov's got to be asking himself, what is keeping this guy in my face?
Well, Natan Schulte is tough, he is skilled, he is a complete mixed martial artist, and we are seeing with this frantic pace through about 8 minutes now that both of these guys are in great shape. Once more, the mouthpiece comes out for Loik Radzhabov.
Warning from the referee, make sure you keep that mouthpiece in. You can't keep spitting that thing out. I don't think it's intentional. I think he's just getting hit.
Schulte pressing Loik Radzhabov against the cage here. Perhaps looking to set up another takedown. Radzhabov gives him a right hand for his efforts. Another uppercut. Now Schulte dives in on a single leg attempt, head inside. Switches it up.
There's Isabella Schulte, Natan's wife, watching intently.
You can see the look on her face. She is not enjoying every exchange in this fight, and understandably so. Loik Radzhabov continues to dig the uppercuts, the short hooks. Schulte goes to the leg kick.
When both these guys like to come forward, that makes for a brawl, and it has certainly been all of that.
Hammering away at these 255-pounders. Nice knee attempt there from Loik Radzhabov. Pulling the head of Natan Schulte down to his knee. Schulte throws a right hand and dives in on a leg, but gets shrugged back up by Loik Radzhabov. 30 seconds remain here in round number 2. Take a breath if you can.
Oh, nice knee by Natan Schulte. Snuck it up there as Radzhabov brought his head down.
Trip attempt there by Schulte, countered by Radzhabov, but right back to their feet they come. Up and down goes Loik Radzhabov to close out the round on top. Round 3 next. Bout, the stars showing out tonight at Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden. American hero Kamaru Usman, Triple C Henry Cejudo, and the legendary Renzo Gracie sitting cage side. Treated to a beautiful 155-pound title fight. Natan Schulte, the Brazilian, looking to repeat as champion. Loik Radzhabov of Tajikistan in the silver trunks, looking to pull off the upset as the number 7 seed, who earned his way into tonight with a couple of nasty grinding performances in our PFL playoffs. And Randy, one important thing here, Loik Radzhabov has been taken down, but he's been able to shrug Natan Schulte, get back up, and he's also avoided a lot of the judo throws and trip attempts.
He sure has. He's countered them with his hips. He brings his hips in every time Schulte tries to lock him up and get him out of position. He's done a great job of countering there. He's got a takedown of his own against Schulte, which I don't think we've seen in the years that we've been watching Schulte.
Look down there at the bottom of your screen, the distance traveled by these men in this fight. If you want to simulate that for yourself, grab a heavy bag, run a mile with it while you're punching it.
Actually put yourself in a 30-foot cage and see how long it takes you to go 4,000 feet.
Goodness gracious, and they go right back to work, digging to the body as Loik Radzhabov. This is the kind of stuff I like, Randy. No footwork, no head movement. Stand toe-to-toe and
fight right here.
Go. Rock'em sock'em, pounding away at one another. And it's not like these punches haven't landed clean. Through 3 rounds, well, 2.5 rounds, we have seen both men land significant shots, both putting excellent chin and cardio on display so far. And we are not yet halfway done with this lightweight title fight.
I think we got 1 round apiece here. Figure out who's going to sort out this 3rd round, and then we get into championship territory at this frenetic pace. It's unbelievable.
You see there on the Cageonomics numbers, both of these guys over 100 strikes thrown. Loik Radzhabov closing in quickly on 200 strikes thrown through less than 3 rounds. Will the pace slow? Now Natan Schulte throws in a little bit of bob, a little bit of weave. Randy, if it comes down to a battle of pure will, I don't really know who you give the advantage to. We saw both of these guys get to this point. Well, Natan Schulte, he's displayed it over the course of 2 seasons, but Loik Radzhabov, he basically gritted his way to the championship as Schulte lands another big left hand.
Yeah, unbelievable pace by both these guys. Nobody backing down, nobody giving an inch. Standing in the middle and shoe shining each other. Just
nice body shots. Natan Schulte has not had a knockout victory since 2014. And he's content to stand and slug away. He's a submission expert, a judo expert. This is a striking battle. Will we see him incorporate his well-rounded skill set? It's Radzhabov who pushes forward for a takedown.
Schulte does a nice job of recovering, using the fence, getting his feet back under him, and not going to the mat.
Nice leg kick attempt there from Schulte. Radzhabov continues to lean and press forward.
Radzhabov's looking a little weary right now. It's starting to show a little.
We saw him get exhausted through 5 playoff rounds, 2 separate fights in Las Vegas, but 5 playoff rounds. He was able to grit it out. Can he do the same against the championship caliber fighter like Natan Schulte? This is a brutal pace through 3 rounds. Inside of 1 minute left here for lightweight championship and $1 million.
Oh, he's hurting him with those leg chopping those legs out from under Radzhabov.
Now Radzhabov hanging heavy on the neck of Schulte.
We've seen 34 leg strikes from Natan Schulte in this fight so far, and counting 35. And the leg calf kicks are really starting to affect Radzhabov.
Radzhabov, the fatigue showing, and when your legs get punished like that and you get tired, that is what happens. Schulte lands in the mount, full mount, but only 7 seconds left. Round 3 comes to a close with Schulte in mount.
From the opening bell, we see Natan Schulte throw those leg kicks. There's number 35, and number 36 comes and ends up in a mount. He has worn him down, chopping out those legs of Loik Radzhabov.
Radzhabov in the silver trunks, Natan Schulte in the red. Back to the action we go. Lightweight championship and a belt on the line. 4th round started here. Loik Radzhabov looking for a takedown. Natan Schulte, though, with the body lock.
Slips around to his back, almost gets his back. Radzhabov uses the fence to keep Natan off of his back.
Front kick attempt there for Radzhabov. Goes back to work with his hands. A little bit more bounce. During the break between rounds, Randy, Loik Radzhabov didn't even get on the stool. He crumpled against the side of the cage, never stood up until they were ready to get this one started. Right hand lands there for Loik Radzhabov.
You see Radzhabov backing up and moving away a little bit, not plodding forward as he's been throughout this entire fight. We're in championship territory here in the 4th round. We've got a 2 rounds to 1. Radzhabov with 1 round. There's another low leg kick, and his legs are just sore. They're just done.
And once again, Natan Schulte knocks down Loik Radzhabov with a low calf kick.
That's number 37.
Lands in the mount here. And now he goes to work on top with plenty of time in round number 4. 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Set up a side choke. Here it comes. He's going to slide his ear into that. Radzhabov sees it coming. He's trying to defend it. But that's what Natan Schulte is trying to set up.
And this is what
there it is right here.
Three of his 4 opponents this year, he finished via submission. He wants it down here. These guys are significantly wet and slippery. There's an exhaustion factor for both individuals. Loik Radzhabov doing anything he can to try and get Natan Schulte off of him, but Schulte doing an excellent job of maintaining the mount, lacing his legs.
For Schulte to continue to come under that arm and work it up by his ear and then slide his ear under. Create that arm triangle. Very classic judo choke.
Back to the feet they go. And once again,
Radzhabov's having trouble moving. Oh boy, he's having trouble moving.
Schulte might get a finish off those leg kicks alone if Radzhabov can't continue to stand back up.
That's 38 leg kicks, and they've all been on those lower calves.
Like a baseball bat grinding into that side muscle on the shin and calf of Loik Radzhabov. Natan Schulte once again to the mount, starting to pull away here in round number 4.
Digging that head in, trying to secure that arm.
A year ago, Natan Schulte earned a hard-fought, very razor-close, thin decision victory over Rashid Magomedov for a Season 1 championship. Can he do the same in Season 2? Looking to repeat as Loik Radzhabov reaches over for a Kimura attempt.
Half guard by Natan Schulte.
90 seconds remain here in round number 4.
A torrential pace by both of these guys. Really remarkable.
Schulte went to a hammer fist there on that low leg of Loik Radzhabov.
Front choke.
Oh, here comes the guillotine.
It's tight. Radzhabov's rolling to his side to alleviate the pressure. He's got it pretty tight. Oh, too sweaty. Able to get out of there.
Excellent defense there by Loik Radzhabov. Natan Schulte continues the pressure from the top position. 30 seconds remain in round number 4. Natan Schulte, Season 1 lightweight champion, on top of the challenger. Loik Radzhabov, the number 7 seed out of Tajikistan. There's the 10-second clapper. One more round. That's it for round number 4. Natan Schulte finishes on top. Round 4, all Natan Schulte there.
Radzhabov walking back to his corner, gingerly on those legs. They are very, very sore. Not sure icing those is a great idea. They're going to stiffen up, aren't they?
I don't know what you do when the swelling is already that acute.
Yeah. Wow, big kick. I think that was number 36. Dropped him right to mount.
Great awareness there by Natan Schulte to immediately jump to the mount. Don't waste any time sliding knee passing. He just jumps right down.
It's 38 or 39 right there.
A gritty performance by both of these individuals. Does Loik Radzhabov have any life left in that lead leg? His left leg is a hamburger, and Natan Schulte looking to pull away and maybe even get a finish here late.
Yeah, he is having trouble walking on that. Here we go, round number 5, championship round.
Radzhabov starts with a southpaw stance, keeping that left leg, that tender left leg behind him. Natan Schulte calmly stalking, throws up a front kick. Left hand's tested out there by Loik Radzhabov.
was Natan Schulte controlling the cage, and where this fight happens for about 60, almost 65% of the fight.
And a lot of that has happened, I think, here in these last 2 rounds.
2 or 3 rounds, absolutely, because it was all Loik Radzhabov in that first round until he got clipped, until he got hit with that one good shot.
One minute gone here in the 5th and final round. Another leg kick attempt there from Schulte. Radzhabov dives in on a single. Head inside. Turns the corner and gets Natan Schulte down. Right back to his feet goes the Brazilian.
Radzhabov's too high. Natan counters. Trying to take Radzhabov's back now.
Back to their feet they go, circling toward the center of the cage. Nice right hand there from Loik Radzhabov. Schulte shrugs it off. Uppercut there from Loik. Another. The crowd from Tajikistan getting excited about these exchanges. Natan Schulte continues to stalk forward.
Both these guys' cardio is just ridiculous. They are in great shape.
This pace is absurd, even for 155 pounds. Hard whizzer there by Natan Schulte to try and avoid this body lock takedown. Great strength there by Loik Radzhabov, and he lands in side control, but his arm is trapped underneath Natan Schulte. Loik Radzhabov's right arm is deep past the waist of Natan Schulte. He'll try and isolate Natan Schulte's right arm with his own left leg and see if he can go to work with some ground and pound. Half a round left in this 5-round lightweight title bout.
Pulls full guard, Natan Schulte using his legs. Nice sweep by Natan Schulte. Beautiful over-under sweep, flips those hips, and Loik Radzhabov finds himself in half guard.
Randy, what do you think of Loik Radzhabov's strategy here? I would think these last 2 minutes might want to stay on the feet. There's Natan Schulte's corner.
Hold his hands.
Radzhabov hanging heavy on the head of Natan Schulte. Less than 2 minutes for him to get a finish. There's Isabella Dares Schulte, Natan's wife, cheering on her husband in hopes for a second championship consecutively and another $1 million check. Living the American dream. They came from Brazil just a couple years ago with next to nothing. Couldn't afford a car. A year ago, he took home $1 million. He's on the precipice of another huge payday here.
Again, Radzhabov gets his back, but he's too high. Natan uses it to slip out the back and get on top of himself. Half guard, steps to half guard. Thought he was going to go to full mount there, but he's, I think, content in half guard. I think he really wants to set up that arm triangle.
Does Loik Radzhabov have anything left with less than 1 minute remaining here in round number 5?
He's certainly scrambling, trying to create a scramble. He knows he can't spend the rest of the round here. There's no way he's going to win the round.
What an impressive performance, gritty performance by both of these individuals. Constant scramble, constant movement, constantly looking to gain purchase and advantage. Inside of 30 seconds remaining. "15 seconds remain. Natan Schulte to the back now of Loik Radzhabov, who tries to roll out. Once again to full mount is Natan Schulte. He will finish this lightweight championship bout on top. Natan Schulte feels like he's done enough to repeat as PFL Lightweight Champion. Loik Loik Radzhabov, an intense performance there. Proud representative of Tajikistan. I don't know how the judges are going to see this one, but nothing for either of these individuals to hang their head about. Gritty, strong performance. Ultimately, Natan Schulte looks like perhaps he has outlasted the number 7 seeded challenger. We'll find out how the judges saw it, and if Natan Schulte repeats as champion when we come back. Here's our Cageonomics final fight stats. Relatively even in these striking numbers. The leg strikes, though, for Natan Schulte. He landed nearly 40 kicks, and some of those powerful enough to take Loik Radzhabov off of his feet. How did the judges see it? Well, we'll find out in just a moment. Here's some replays for you. Loik Radzhabov, anytime he's in striking range, throwing, landing heavy shots early and often in this fight. Schulte comes back with a nice left. And another excellent head movement there from the Brazilian champion. Low kick there, took Radzhabov right off of his feet. Schulte moves directly to the mount. And again, the same thing. Excellent awareness there from Natan Schulte. You put those low leg kicks in as bank deposits, and you cash in on them a little bit later. He feels like he did enough. How did the judges see it? Lillian Garcia has the official decision inside the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And the totals are 49-44, 49-46, and 48-47, all for the winner by unanimous decision. Your newest millionaire and the 2019 PFL Lightweight Champion of the World, Natan Schulte!
Presenting the belt to 155, world champion in the heavyweight division, Mike Tyson. And presenting the check to Natan Schulte, the repeat performance, CEO of the Professional Fighters League, Pete Murray. Natan, amazing performance, grinding fight, torrential pace. How did you feel in this?
Thank you, PFL. Thanks so much. I love fighting. I love training. Thank you, everybody here. My family, my wife is here. My Dan, thank you for the opportunity to train in the gym. American Top Team is the best. Thank my coach, Vice Catel, Parrumpa, Macarrão. Thank everybody. I love it. I love it. Thanks so much. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, back-to-back championships, Natan Schulte.
Eu queria agradecer muito e deixar um recado aqui porque eu vim de uma família humilde, eu vim de uma terra humilde e eu queria agradecer muito a Deus, a Jesus Cristo por estar abençoando a minha vida. Eu não merecia tudo isso, mas eu agradeço muito a Jesus Cristo e a honra e a glória é sempre dele. Em nome de Jesus Cristo, amém.
I come from a humble beginnings. I come from a poor city, from a poor family. I would like to thank everybody here that is cheering for me and against me. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless your family. I love PFL. Thank you.
Once again, a repeat champion.
Yeah. Get ready. Listen. What you wanna do? If you don't strike first, that's when they gon' come at you. Yeah.
and you know it's true. Don't let your life get worse being timid, that ain't cool. Nah.